saints and the fallen ones. Working and waiting for the night to come. Waiting for us, and they're waiting for us, and they're waiting for a miracle. Somewhere out there, there's a land that's cool, where peace and balance are the rules. Looking for the future like some kind of mystic jewel. In the waiting for us, in the waiting for us, in the waiting for a miracle. Rub the palm of your hand on the grimy pain in the hopes that you can see. Stand up tall, pretend you're strong, the hopes that you can be. Like the ones that cry, like the ones that die, try to set the endless free. When they're waiting for, when they're waiting for a miracle.
Revel in the Meadow. How we doing? All right, so good to see y'all today. We are Souci, a tribute to Jerry Garcia Band. We're really psyched to be here today. We got a short set, so we're going to keep it light, and we're going to rock it out. So, yeah, get comfortable, get a drink, have fun. Hi, Ari.
I would say if anything, maybe a little bump of bass, like a little boost of bass.
I don't think so, bud.
Small boost.
Well, ever since love me like you told me so? If you did, how could you go? It was you, not me, that left. You went away with someone else. I'm tore up over you, and I just can't find my way. I'm tore up, yeah, 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 tore up, oh, tore up, yeah, 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 tore up. I'm tore up over you, and I just can't find my way. I'm tore up over you, and I just can't find my way. I'm tore up over you, and I just can't find my way. Well, there ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause we ain't got no dough. It seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. I've been working so hard for us so long, and what do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up your things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. I don't want to live here no more. Open up your eyes, little darling. We've been here for far too long. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time we move along. Late in December, on a cold wintry day, I just finished bringing wood to the kitchen when I heard my Amanda say, she said, Elijah, you'd better look around. Things ain't like they used to be. Well, times are getting hard for you and me. Come on, Daddy, it's time we shake things down. There ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause we ain't got no dough. It seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. I've been working so hard for us so long, and what do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up your things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. I don't want to live here no more. Open up your eyes, little darling. We've been here for far too long. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time we're moving on. way down in the middle of the city, and I went up to her flat. I tried to make it through life with my child and my wife and the world upon my back. She said, sweet thing, you'd better hold me tight. Things ain't like they used to be. Well, times are getting hard for you and me. Come on, baby, it's time we'll make things right. Ain't no bread in the bread box, 'cause we ain't got no dough. It seems like we ain't got enough time to go fooling around no more. I've been working so hard for oh so long, and what do you got to show? Open up your eyes, little darling. Let's pack up your things and go. Open up your eyes, little darling. I don't want to live here no more. Open up your eyes, little darling. We've been here for far too long. Open up your eyes, little darling. It's time we move along. All right, we just want to give a real quick shout out to Continuum Arts Collective, right? If you're here today, you are supporting Continuum Arts Collective, and we all appreciate that so much. They're a really cool organization that's fostering the next generation of artists and musicians here on the Seacoast. So your money is going towards the future and in our rich music scene here on the Seacoast. So thank you. All right. When they come to take you down, when they bring that wagon round, when they come to call on you, drag your poor body down. Just one thing I ask of you, just one thing for me. Please forget you knew my name, my darling, Sugar. Shake it, sugar free. Just don't tell them that you know. Shake it, sugar free. Just don't tell them that you know. was the cool fool. You never could do no wrong. You had everything sewn up tight. Well, how come you lay awake all night long? Just one thing I ask of you, just one thing for me. Oh, please forget you knew my name, my darling, Sugary. Oh, shake it, Sugary. But just don't tell them that you know me. Oh, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know me. You're inspired of all you gave. Still have to stand out in the pouring rain. One man voice calling you. Now I guess it's time you go. It's just one thing I ask of you. It's just one thing from you. Please forget to do my name, my darling. Shake it, Sugary. Just don't tell her that you know me. Shake it, Sugary. Just don't tell her that you know me. about now, sugary. Well, I'll meet you at the Jubilee. If that Jubilee don't come, maybe I'll meet you on the run. Just one thing I ask of you, just one thing for me. Well, please forget you knew my name, my darling, Sugary. Well, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know me. Shake it, Sugary. Just don't tell them that you know me. Well, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know me. Well, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know me. Well, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know me. Well, shake it, Sugary. Well, just don't tell them that you know. I wanna say to my sisters and my brothers, keep the faith. The flies and the wind blows, go on at a steady pace. When the battle is fought and the victory's won, we can all shout together, we have overcome. We'll talk to the Father and the Son when we make it to the promised land. We can walk together, little children. We don't ever have to worry. Through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. Let us take a fellow man by the hand, try to help him to understand. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Well, our Bible reads, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that waiteth in the noonday hour. We can walk together, little children. We don't ever have to worry. promised land. Well, this world is not our home. We're only passing through. Our trail is all made up, way beyond the blue. Let us do the very best that we can. While we're traveling through this land, we can all be together, shaking a hand when we make it to the promised land. Revel in the Meadow, let's hear it. We can make it to the promised land. 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 Oh, we can make it to the promised land. Oh, we can make it to the promised land. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Thank you all so much. We're Souci, a tribute to Cherry Garcia Band. We got one more song for you. On guitar, we got Mr. Michael Carter. On the bass, Mike Scobie. That's right, there are two mics. On the drums, Nick Baldumas. My name is Max Chase at the organ. Together we are Souci, a tribute to Cherry Garcia Band. We hope you guys are having the best day ever. Thanks to Revel in the Meadow, Continuum March Collective, all the bands, production. We really appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Early one morning the sun was shining, I was laying in bed. I wondering if she changed it all, if the hair was still red. The folks said our life together, well it sure was gonna be rough. Never did like mama's homemade dress, and papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was sitting on the side of the road through the rain, pouring on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I'll pay some dues, getting through. Tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue. Well, she was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. And we drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Separated on the docks at night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue. in the great north woods, working as a cook for a spell. But I never did like it at all that much, and one day the ashes fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. And all the while I was alone, the past was left behind. I've seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. And I just grew tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue. Oh, she was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight, so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, and I was just about to do the same, she was standing at the back of my chair saying, "Don't you know my name?" I muttered something under my breath, and she studied the lines in my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. Tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue. Stove and offered me a pipe. I thought she'd never say hello. She said, "You look like the silent type." And then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and more like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue. She lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. And she started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of her died. She had to sell everything she owned and then froze up inside. And finally, when the bottom fell out and I became withdrawn, the only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. But tangled up in blue, but tangled up in blue. Well, now I'm going back again. I got to get to her somehow. All the people that I used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Well, some are mathematicians and some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started. I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road and I'm heading for another joint. We always did feel the same way. We just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue, well, tangled up in blue, well, Got tangled up in you. Got tangled up in you. Thank y'all so much. Souci, a tribute to Jerry Garcia Band. Come see us again sometime. Seacoast Last Waltz Band coming right up.